Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, Geargia's, the hype. The hype is real. Everyone, or at least yeah, a lot of people are hyping up Geargia since, you know, Geargiagear is back to 3 with the most recent list here in the TCG. Although, I don't think Geargia's will be a super consistent tier 1 deck, top tier deck that will consistently be topping the YCS's, maybe the regionals, but I'm not really sure that the deck is fast enough to compete with the upcoming format of Kozmo, of Majespecters and so on. Since again Geargia's is kind of slow, they are heavily relying on armor, of course, flipping it face up. Geargiagear does speed up the deck. Also instant fusion with Northern. Not really sure if I should play 3 instant fusion in main deck, although it definitely speeds up the deck a lot. Currently, I'm still testing out the Karakuri engine. It's more explosive playing the Karakuri engine since you can easily OTK out of nowhere. Since I'm not really sure if you are able to play the grinding game against something like Majespecters. And on top of that, Cosmos do play that new Kozmo cards like Strawman and Dark Destroyer, preventing them from being targeted. So that's also a huge threat for this kind of deck. No finish Shane. So that's why I'm playing what's it called, that Storming Mirror Force, especially against the Pendulums. It's still testing out, it's a decent card to play in the main deck. But what I'm probably going to change, as you will see in the video, is consistency. Is the Karakuri engine. I'm probably going to drop that in favor of more consistency, more floodgates. I think the Geargia deck is a bit better if you're playing all of those floodgates. Best examples here, for example, are of course Imperial Iron Wall, very good against Kozmo, for example, and then also what is called Anti-Spell Fragrance against Majespecters, since the deck is faster than Geargia's. Geargia's need time to set up with armor, and Majespecters can just special summon, search the spell card, the trap card, to pretty much interrupt any Geargia play. So again, I think running a more floodgate-oriented build is a bit better. Also, the reason why I'm probably going to side deck if I would be playing this deck in a tournament, Cyber Dragon Camera deck for Kozmo, since again Dark Destroyer cannot be targeted just like Forerunner, and that's a huge threat here for the deck. Anyway, let's hop into the first game. Alright, first duel against Kozmo, against the new cards, of course, Dark Destroyer, the new Wicked Witch, I believe it's called, the Strawman. So I get the start, very good hand, set the armor, immediately going to warning his monster, since I don't want to let him special summon Dark Destroyer with his Wicked Witch. He does have the field spell, kinda unfortunate here. Random MST, one of his back rows. I think I just have to random MST one of his back rows to kinda, at least to pop one of his back rows, make sure that, he doesn't have a lot of outs to my setup here. So immediately flip armor, special summon accelerator, try to get the Karakuri combo going with Birdman. You know the shenanigans. Put that armor into face down defense position again, flip it face up, thanks to Strategist, eventually Synchro Summon using the Bure, and also because of his face down back row, and I know the deck list is running Mirror Force, and also that new Mirror Force, Storming Mirror Force I believe it's called. I have to go for Scrap Dragon to pop his back row, and I can attack for a game. So a blow him away here with the Geargia Karakuri engine. So now it's working out fine, but you'll see that it's not super consistent. He gets a start, also playing Cosmos, of course, with Forerunner, one back row. Immediately Typhoon that back row. I don't want to him, like, for example, a breakthrough skill, that Arsenal, or warning it, for example. So I have to make sure that I can set my armor, again, speeding up the engine. He attacks into my armor, get a search for accelerator. I could have bottomless this farm girl. Luckily I didn't, since there is the Dark Destroyer, a big threat here for the deck with this 3k attack, and it cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. And 3k is definitely too big, since I cannot put it into defense with Bure. I think it's Bure, or it's Buredo. No, I think it's Bure, the level 7. Anyway, double Forerunner. I can get over that thanks to instant fusion. So special summon accelerator, eventually normal summon that Karakuri tuner. What is it called? Watchdog? Yeah. Go for Buredo. Eventually go for Bure and special summon that Sazan, that Watchdog, into attack position. It it battles one of my opponent's monsters and damage, so both Karakuri monsters gain 800 attack, so I can attack over both Forerunners and go for Castell. To bounce back the field spell, you know he has a useless Farm Girl in his hand, he can't do anything right. And of course, I know he's going to rank 5 exceed either for the Pleiades or Volcasaurus, and I have Venus Shane to stop that play. But what a sack. He rips the field spell. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. He can get back his Dark Destroyer, he can rip the field wide open, and now I can go for Exiton. No wait, Exiton is banned. Yeah, it wouldn't really have mattered that much, since Dark Destroyer would just have special summoned something from the deck, and this field spell would also have triggered, so Exiton didn't really matter that much here, and he just can attack for game, Farm Girl, recruiting something from the deck. GG well played. So yeah, 2 very good matches against Kozmo. Then next against Majespecters. So TCG version of Majespecters, the field spell, and you know pretty much all the Majespecter cards. I get to start, set up that Geargia armor. You have to set up that Geargia armor to get you going. But yeah, he has a field spell. I don't have Mystical Space Typhoon, I think, otherwise I would have definitely Mystical Space Typhoon. The field spell, it's a big tutor, that field spell for Majespecters. A huge Pendulum Summon off, no warning sadly. I do have that Air Force, that storing Mirror Force to send all of his monsters back to the hand, making his traps pretty much dead. I think he only has that Venus Chain set. No response from him, so immediately flip over Trap Stun to pretty much make every back row kinda dead. And as we know, the Karakuri combo shenanigans with Birdman, with Accelerator into Bureido, and eventually you can just get one draw thanks to Bureido, and now, yeah, thanks to Trapsun, I can nicely attack for a game. So Trapsun is kind of an important card here for Geargias. Make sure that you can get your plays go through. Wiretap is also a possibility, of course. Anyway, last tool. Opponent gets a start, he has that cat that will search something in the end phase. Again, he has a field spell to tutor that raccoon. Yeah, it's just a very good hand. Set 2, I believe Bluff Raigeki, and that quick play spell he searched out. Tried to attack over Fox. No, what is it called? Raccoon. But we knew he had that quick play spell, and yeah, it's not looking too good. He again can get some cycling shenanigans going with Majespecters, with Raccoon, the field spell. He eventually is able to set up the Pendulum skill with Crow, get some searches. He can go for that, the new rank 4 Exceed, the Draco Exceed, I believe, and also for Totem Bird. Rarely you'll be exceeding with Majespecters, since your Majespecter cards are needed for your Majespecter spell and traps. And on top of that, they have that built-in protection effect, so your opponent will just be sitting with their dead breakthrough skills, dead finish chains, and going for an exceed with Majespecters just lures out those quote-unquote dead back rows. So yeah, nothing I can do about that. Even Geargiagear wasn't able to change things around. So this is currently my decklist, but I'm probably going to change the Karakuri engine to a more floodgate heavy oriented build with anti-spell, with Imperial Iron Wall. Those cards are just going to be too good, especially against Cosmos, against Majespecters. Yeah, in case of anti-spell fragrance. I'm not sure if I'm going to main deck Imperial Iron Wall. Definitely side deck it against Cosmos. But yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that MK Mach 3 Geargia monster. It's decent, but I'm not really recommending it. Geargiagear is decent, but again, kinda slows you down. It's only good during the opening turn, but you can definitely tech 1 or 2 Augur in the main deck. Limiter removal is also definitely something you could main deck, but I'm not a huge fan of limiter removal. Yeah, guys, if you have any opinions about the build, suggestions and so on, feel free to leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.